Honda Civic has been in production for over 50 years, and its reliability reputation is the stuff of legend. But that reputation is not equal across every model year. Some Civics will run to 300,000 miles on basic oil changes. Others will hand you a transmission failure at 100,000 or an engine that burns oil like a diesel by 80,000. I'm ranking the 5 Civic years that will drain your bank account, and the 5 that owners drive into the ground and still trust. Stay to the end to see which years are actually worth buying used. Starting with the 5 to avoid. Number 1. 2001 to 2005 Civic, the slush box of doom. The 7th generation. Civic looked like a step forward. The 1.7-liter D17A engine was fine, the interior was improved, and initial reviews were positive. Then the automatic transmission started failing at 90,000 to 120,000 miles, and Honda's reputation took the biggest hit it had ever seen. The BMX-A and SLX-A automatics were catastrophic. Second gear would grind, then shifts would delay, then the transmission would simply stop engaging. Honda extended the warranty on some VNs, but many owners were left holding a $2,500 to $3,500 repair bill on a car that was barely worth $6,000. Consumer Reports downgraded the Civic during these years. One of the only times in the model's history it lost its recommended status. If you find a 7th generation Civic with a manual transmission, it's a completely different car. The manuals in these years were bulletproof, but the automatics from 2001 to 2005 walk away. Number 2. 2006 to 2008 Civic, the cracked block years. The 8th generation Civic launched for 2006 with the new R18A 1.8-liter engine. The engine was efficient and made decent power, but early production examples had a design flaw in the block. Some 2006 to 2008 Civics developed cracks between the coolant passages and the cylinder walls, causing internal coolant leaks and eventual engine failure. Honda extended the powertrain warranty on affected VINs to 10 years or 125,000 miles, but the extension expired years ago. If a 2006 to 2008 Civic today is losing coolant with no visible leak, and there's white smoke on cold startup, the block is cracked. That's a $3,500 to $5,000 engine replacement on a car worth $4,000. These years also had the notorious OEM tire cupping issue, and the front suspension geometry made it worse. Center console rattles were epidemic, and the paint on darker colors did not hold up in sun-heavy states. Number 3. 2012 Civic, the rushed redesign. Honda launched the 9th generation Civic for 2012, and it was widely regarded as a step backward. Consumer Reports actually pulled its recommended rating for the model year, citing interior quality, ride refinement, and general fit and finish problems. The mechanical bits were mostly fine. The R18 engine had been sorted by then, and the 5-speed automatic was reliable. But interior plastics were cheap, road noise was excessive, and the car felt less premium than the Civics before or after it. Honda knew they had missed and rushed out a mid-cycle refresh for 2013. If you're shopping the 9th generation, skip 2012 entirely and go to 2013 or later. Same drivetrain, much better car. Number 4. 2016 to 2018 Civic, fuel dilution debut. The 10th generation Civic introduced the L15B7 1.5-liter direct injection turbo engine, and it also introduced Honda's biggest modern reliability failure, fuel dilution. On short trips and in cold climates, the direct injection system sprays extra fuel that washes past the piston rings and collects in the crankcase. Oil levels rise above the full mark. The oil smells like gasoline, and bearing wear accelerates. Honda extended warranties in cold climate states and pushed a software update, but the fundamental problem was never fixed. On top of the engine issue, 2016 to 2018 Civics had a well-documented AC condenser failure that led to a class action settlement, and these years had multiple recalls for issues ranging from fuel pumps to airbag control units. If you drive one of these Civics today, change the oil every 3,500 to 4,000 miles and check the level monthly. That's the only defense. Number 5. 2019 to 2021 Civic, Same problems, no fix. Honda knew fuel dilution was a problem after the 2018 model year complaints piled up. But the 2019 to 2021 Civics kept the same L15B7 engine with only software mitigation. Cold climate owners continued to see fuel-diluted oil at 20,000 to 30,000 miles. The 2020 model year added a recall for a fuel pump defect that could cause stalling. The Type R and Psi trims of this era are excellent driving cars, but the standard Civic with the 1.5T continues the reliability step backward. If you want a 10th generation Civic, hunt for a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated LX trim. It's slower, but far more reliable than any 1.5T variant. Now, the 5 that last forever. Number 1. 1992 to 1995 Civic, 5th generation peak simplicity. This is where the modern Civic reliability legend was born. The D15 and D16 engines paired with the 5-speed manual are essentially immortal. A 5th generation Civic will run to 300,000 miles on regular oil changes, and there are examples on the road today with 400,000 plus. There's nothing complicated on these cars. No direct injection, no turbo, no VTEC on most trims, no traction control, no ABS on base models. Just a well-designed engine, a well-designed transmission, and a body that resists rust reasonably well. The downside is age. Finding a clean example is hard, and the ones that exist are climbing in value. But if you find one with rust-free floors and honest maintenance records, buy it. Number 2. 1996 to 2000 Civic, 6th generation, the sweet spot. The 6th generation refined the 5th into what many enthusiasts consider the peak Civic. The D16Y7 and D16Y8 engines with VTEC are legendary for reliability and tuning potential. The 5-speed manual is as bulletproof as the previous generation. The automatic is meaningfully more reliable than what came in the 7th generation. Consumer Reports rated these years consistently high, and they still rank in the top of used car reliability surveys years after the fact. The interior is basic, but durable. The suspension is simple. Everything on these cars is fixable in a driveway with basic tools. Look for the EX trim with VTEC and the manual transmission. That combination will outlast most cars built today. Number 3. 2009 to 2011 Civic, refined 8th generation. By 2009, Honda had worked out the R18 engine block cracking issue with a revised casting. The 8th generation Civic in these final years is the reliable version of the platform. The R18 engine, the 5-speed automatic or manual, and the updated interior all came together into a solid car. RepairPal shows these years having low annual repair costs. The most common complaints are minor: rear wheel bearings, sway bar links, and the occasional AC compressor. Nothing catastrophic. These are the sleeper picks on used lots. Most buyers avoid the 8th generation because of the 2006 to 2008 reputation, which means clean 2010 and 2011 examples are quietly undervalued. Number 4. 2013 to 2015 Civic, post-refresh 9th generation. After the 2012 disaster, Honda spent significant money refreshing the 9th generation for 2013. New suspension tuning, better interior materials, improved sound deadening, and updated styling. The mechanical basis, the R18 engine with the 5-speed automatic, remained rock solid. These years are among the most affordable used Civics with modern amenities: backup cameras, Bluetooth, and a touchscreen on higher trims. The R18 in this generation regularly runs to 250,000 miles on basic maintenance. The only real weakness is the paint. Honda paint from this era chips easily on the front bumper and hood. Cosmetic issue, not mechanical. Number 5. 2022 and newer Civic, 11th generation. The 11th generation Civic, launched for 2022, addressed most of the 10th generation's problems. The 2.0-liter naturally aspirated engine on LX and Sport trims is bulletproof, similar to the R18 in reliability character. The 1.5T received revised software and hardware to reduce fuel dilution. Build quality took a significant step forward. Early reliability data from Consumer Reports and RepairPal shows the 2022 through 2024 Civics performing well. The Psi and Type R models continue to be the best sport compacts you can buy, with proven durability across earlier generations. The full verdict on 2022 Plus is still developing since these cars haven't crossed 100,000 miles in large numbers, but every indicator points to Honda having recovered the reliability crown with this generation. The verdict. The Honda Civic story is one of huge swings. The 7th generation destroyed its automatic transmissions. The 8th generation launched with cracked engine blocks. The 10th generation introduced fuel dilution. But between every misstep, Honda came back with a great generation, or at least with mid-cycle fixes that produced excellent used cars. The 5 to avoid: 2001 to 2005, 2006 to 2008, 2012, 2016 to 2018, and 2019 to 2021, all represent years where Honda's engineering outran its testing. The 5 that last forever: 1992 to 1995, 1996 to 2000, 2009 to 2011, 2013 to 2015, and 2022 Plus, represent years where a proven design was mature, refined, and free of experimental technology. If this helped you avoid a costly Civic mistake, hit that like button and subscribe for more Honda buying advice. And remember, the best Civic is the one that gets you where you're going without leaving you on the side of the road.